Jodi again from Alpaca Direct, and I'm here to share with you a really fun lesson that I teach my kids in middle school. It's called Kool-Aid dyeing. And what I do is I bring in fiber, and this is an alpaca. I would highly recommend Alpaca Direct's Colonial Top, which is a Corindale fiber, especially with this project, especially if you're doing it with kids. You don't need this fine of a micron count. And again, the micron count on the alpacas is way in the low 20s, whereas this is up about 26. 30 is your coarser wool, of 30 and above, 20 and below, extremely fine. So you want to go with kind of a medium wool. And what I do is I just purchased a pound, and I divided it up into different sections, and I got a big pot in home ec, and I don't mind using the same pot for cooking because it's just Kool-Aid and wool, so it's not like a big deal. You don't have to worry about toxic chemicals or anything. And I got the pot, a big 8-quart, filled it with tap water, and then all I did was threw in about 3 or 4 packets of black cherry Kool-Aid. And then I got this fiber wet. Always wet your fiber first. And then you're going to submerge this into the, turn on the heat. Get the water kind of boiling. This is wet now. You've wet your fiber. Submerge it into your 8-quart kettle and with the Kool-Aid in it. And then all you have to do is turn off the fire, or turn off, for me it was electric stove. Turn off the electric stove, put the lid on it, and I just let it set for the rest of the 45-minute period because my period's only about barely an hour. And then by the end of the period, which the kids are all excited because they could smell the Kool-Aid and everything, I opened the pot and there was this beautiful fiber. The water was clear. There was no more dye left inside it at all. It had been dyed to what's called exhaust. That means all of the dye is in this fiber. And the kids were amazed as I poured out that pure water. Granted, you wouldn't want to drink it because it's full of fiber bits. Pure water, no dye in it, and pulled out this amazing fiber. This was, I believe, blue lemonade, a blueberry type lemonade. And what I'm going to do next with it is wet felt. And really briefly, I'm going to show you a little bit of what wet felting does. What you'd want to do with your kids, it's a great kid project, is all I did was I took a ball and hot water, rub it around in the hot water while the water's going down on it, and then into the cold water. And hot water in the faucet, turn on the cold water in the faucet. And what it's going to do is the fibers, when they're enrobing, they're all in the same direction. And for example, spinning is interlocking the fibers with a twist. Felting, on the other hand, is basically you're aggravating the fibers back and forth, so they're all different directions, so it's going to be a solid mass. And it's basically going to fill up and turn into a felt. And when it's done, it looks pretty much like this. And we made insect pincushions. So we have the little ladybugs or a blue bug, and you can make a large ball and then make a little small ball, sew them together, put some little eyes on them, hang them from a string if you want to make a spider, or just keep them on your desk, and they make the coolest little insect pincushions out of tie-dyed roving. So I hope you try the project. My kids loved it. They love the smell of Kool-Aid in the classroom. Try it at home with your kids. It's a very fun project. All you need, again, is about a pound of the Corindale fiber from Alpaca Direct, and 3 packets for black cherry, 3 packets of the blue. There's also, I've done it with grape. I've done it with the green. I wouldn't recommend the lemonade one. It's a little too light, or mystery. Mystery is a bad one. It's usually clear. So enjoy your Kool-Aid.